Good morning. Another busy day, but first, tea. It's freezing outside this morning, and I'm out here preparing dinner at 7:30 in the morning? 7:38. I'm outside starting dinner. So I don't know if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you would have seen yesterday that I prepared several pounds of pork that I roasted. We had company last night. And I sear it first and then I do it all day, low and slow. Tonight we're having more company, different set of people, and I'm doing beef. So because the pork made such a mess in the house yesterday, my mother has banished me from the kitchen and put me out here at the grill. So I'm searing my beef and then it's going to roast all day long. So I'll show you what I'm doing. So this is one piece of beef that I'm searing out here on the side burner of the grill in my cast iron skillet. And then I have 2 more pieces of beef I have to do, and then that'll all go in the roaster. So all I'm doing is I put salt and pepper on it, and then again sear it in the cast iron. And I did have to use a little bit of olive oil in the skillet because the beef doesn't have the fat that my pork had. My pork had a nice layer of fat on the one side, so I just did it fat side down first, and it created enough oil in the pan to sear the rest of the pork. But again, the beef didn't have the fat content, so I did have to use a little bit of regular olive oil. You don't want extra virgin or it's going to smoke worse than this is smoking now. Extra virgin can't be heated to the temps that a regular olive oil can. So that looks pretty good. So we're going to transfer that over here, and then I'm going to put the camera down to get my next hunk of beef out. Okay, so this next hunk of beef has a nice layer of fat on it. So I'm going to put fat side down in that pan. And that's how we're going to start this hunk. Oh yeah, look at the nice crust forming on that fat. That's exactly what you want. Can you tell it's cold out here? Oh my lord. And there's a woodpecker driving me nuts. As you can see, this is eventually going to be a pot roast, so it'll have potatoes and carrots and more onions, but I'm not going to add those this far ahead of time because the ones that are in here now are pretty much cooked to nothing until we eat. So I'm going to add the potatoes and carrots and more onions midday so that they stay whole. So I did put that whole box of bone broth on it, which is 4 cups, but I made some more broth with the Better Than Bouillon beef base. And I'm going to add that as well. I'm getting ready to lose my spoon in it. Hold on. Okay. And I'm also going to add a generous amount of Worcestershire sauce as well. Alright, then this is going to go in the oven, low and slow, about 220 degrees, all day. Okay, I have to bribe the dog now. Come on, let's go. He's getting a bath. And he doesn't like to get a bath. So I have to bribe him. Come on. Follow the bony. Follow the bony. Follow the bony. You want the bony? Well, you got to come in here if you want the bony. Okay, we're going to lay the bony down. And I'm going to take your collar off. No, I got to put the camera down to do this. Okay. Okay, dog is now in the shower with my mother. That dog is impossible to bath. He does not appreciate it. So they shove him in a shower. Did you get a bath? And you got a bone because you were a good boy in the bath? Hey, did you get a bath? Did ya? Did you get bathed? Oh yeah, now we gotta roll everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Let's roll. Yeah. Rub face, rub body. Yeah. Goober. Alright, breakfast this morning is going to be some Kodiak protein waffles with some pure maple syrup. Oh dear God, I'm so ready for spring. It's March 12th. It's 34 degrees. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm frozen. So I'm sitting here letting the car warm up. And I'm leaving here and heading to the gym. Yes, I joined a gym. I joined yesterday. I've reached the point in my recovery from my shoulder that I need to start working it now. I'm working it with exercising, or I'm not going to gain full use of it back. So I joined Gold's Gym. It's the closest one to where I'm living right now. So I'm waiting on a personal trainer to call me. I gave my information yesterday to have one call me. I need to be very careful with the shoulder yet. I need to get it back into shape slowly. Plus, with the arthritis in the left knee, I need to strengthen the muscles around that knee to avoid a knee replacement. I mean, I know the knee replacement is going to be necessary eventually, but I'd like to put it off as long as possible. And I'm sorry, I'm talking to you with glasses on, and I hate that. So I am, yes, back in the gym. Now, right now, I'm just using their, like, elliptical or treadmill. Yesterday, I biked for 5.64 miles for 30 minutes on a cardio setting. But at the trainer, what I want him to do is put me on a regimen for the shoulder, especially. The knee, I know I can strengthen that just by walking and doing the leg lifts and things. But the shoulder, you got to be really careful with. So, on my way to the gym now. After the gym, I got to run to the grocery store right next door to the gym and pick up ice cream for dessert tonight. I'm coming back and making an apple pie as soon as I'm done. And we want some ice cream for on it. So, that's where I'm headed now. Whew! I did the abdominal machine, the seated rows, and the pec flies, and then half hour on the treadmill. So, let's carry on. Okay, apple pie time. Crust is ready to go, courtesy of Mom. Now I get to do the filling. We're just a bunch of cooking and cleaning fools today. Mammy's over there riding her vacuum.
What are you doing, Cheryl?
Nothing. I got 8 apples peeled and sliced. I like my apples sliced very thin for my pies. Nice little pieces. I don't like crunch in my pie. So 8 apples. I've added about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I'm going to put about a cup of sugar on there, and then I'm going to make a streusel topping. And I think Mom disappeared. There's Cooper. Apples are in the pie crust, and now I'm going to mix up the streusel topping, which is super easy. I got a stick of butter in there, about a cup of flour, and about a half cup of brown sugar. And I'm just going to use my hand and mix that up so it's crumbly and put that right on top of my pie.
I said, look at when he raised his head up, so.
You want apple pie, Cooper? All right, one beautiful apple pie headed for the oven, 400 degrees for, just under an hour probably. But if you need to check it periodically, because if your crust starts to brown too much or your topping starts to brown too much, cover it with foil for the last 10-15 minutes. Still clean. Everybody's still cleaning. Yep, we're all still cleaning.
Don't you? I don't have my hair curled.
It don't matter. They see me without my hair curled and new makeup on. Oh, yummy. Look at that. Okay, cleaning is done. I got myself cleaned up. As good as I'm going to get right now. And it's time to finish dinner. Okay, we just added the potatoes, carrots, and onions to those 3 big pieces of meat. This is going back in the oven for another 2.5 hours. And Mom's in the middle of making coleslaw. And a mess. Let's taste test the coleslaw. Not better than homemade coleslaw. Mule horse down there.
What do you put on it? Oh my gosh. Homemade one. He took the top of a turtle top. Yeah, that was one of them 13 inches, I think. And he put the turtle top and PVC pipe to hold it up. Has windshield wipers and everything on that baby.
Oh, there you go.
And